So like September I fall down below. Now I know that the medicine be on call, yeah. When it's feeling like you hot enough to melt, yeah. Can't trust no one, can't even trust yourself, yeah. And I love you, I don't love nobody else, yeah. Tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere. Self-care, I'm treating me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Banjax podcast. Today is your host Gershom, and I'm joined by
Alright.
And also
Cameron.
So we've got little bits and pieces to talk about today. We got a lot of new tracks that came out, got some new shows to announce that are coming through down south and Belfast, local as well, and also going to focus on our album of the month, which was Aaron's choice of Mac Miller Swimming, which we all had a chance to listen to for a little while. Hopefully you guys have listened to it.
Yeah, just like to say, we're not announcing the shows. It's not like it's our show.
No.
It's just we're trying to like give out information about upcoming shows.
Yeah, exactly.
So we want to actually, I don't know if we've really done it too much in the previous podcast, but we want to say like shows come up and like big shows coming up down in Dublin, like big artists, just so people know what's coming up.
We've mentioned before that we never get any, so it feels appropriate to mention the ones that
it's the only ones we get.
So
they get cancelled.
Yeah. Big one is Jesus. He's doing 3 shows down south, so he is. I know there's one in Dublin, but there's 2 like
elsewhere down
south. I think there's one in Galway.
Like Cork, if you know one.
I don't think it's Cork, so it isn't.
No.
But there's they're on the 4th, 6th and 7th of April.
That's pretty soon.
I think actually Jizz is obviously huge because he's a legend, but I actually think Dave playing is bigger than that.
Huge.
I would say he's a more current artist. So he is
with the album Psychodrama.
Album there.
It was absolutely.
That's crazy.
Did you see his post about being so like humble that he actually got a number of albums? It was pretty dope to see.
No, I haven't actually seen that, but I've seen a lot of people doing that recently, and I think that's quite good to see from stars.
Yeah.
Like, I think Lewis Quality is a pop artist, like, but he got quite a big following just from being a normal person on Instagram, and I think that's a good way to go about it. Just show
appreciation and humbleness.
That's a big part of his album too. If you listen to it, is like being himself. Like he talks to a psychiatrist about fame.
I really want to get a chance to listen to this album. I haven't got to listen to this album yet because I've been listening to a lot of really underground artists over in America and local scenes.
Well, that's a big surprise.
No.
No, like I've gone even deeper than usual in the underground. Like there's a guy I've been listening to, Tabby, and like he's a very small artist, but I think he's going to take off soon enough. So
you gonna blow up?
I think so.
Have you listened to Dave's album?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good for sure. There's a big growth in like his style, and I think obviously he's not a grime artist either, which he gets like some people would classify him as, but he's just an English rapper, to be honest.
I feel like that's every English rapper is classified as like a grime rapper almost.
I know, yeah, but it is its own style. Like to be honest with you, like JME and Skepta are not like.
No, like I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying like it's a general
consensus that people would think.
With the general public, not with you, Cameron.
Yeah. So Dave's playing he's playing in the Olympia Theatre, and that's going to be on the 8th and the 9th of April. Those are the big shows coming up.
That's
in the
actually
next 2
a pretty good week, actually.
Yeah, it's
when you think about it.
There's other artists there. They're not. I wouldn't say they're to the scale these guys are.
Yeah.
But no, like there's going to be more artists on the website because we post. We try to keep update of shows coming up.
So check that out.
Yeah, and then on the local scene, Leo Miyagi, he has a upcoming show. It's actually his album. His album launch. So it is.
That's something I'm definitely looking forward to.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. Yeah.
Respect to them, obviously.
Yeah, it's in a secret location at the minute. So it is. I've seen the location, and I think it's one of the coolest spots I've ever seen for a show. Like I can't wait to go to it.
Is it the spot that they have the pictures of on the Instagrams? And
yes, yeah.
It all looks really dope from that.
Yeah,
it looks class.
Yeah,
what I've seen on that. And
it's bring your own booze, so like
time to get a little bit.
Yeah, can be a cheap night as well. So then I think the time for it is 8:00, so it's an early enough show.
Yeah,
and try and get downtown because there's limited spaces.
Yeah.
And we'll all be there. We actually know that there is Mabfield will be there as well. We were speaking to them today actually, and we know that they're likely going to be coming through as well. So there's going to be a lot of local people at from the scene there. So you should come through and make connections.
Yeah,
a bit of networking.
I don't think the rest of the lineup's been announced, but it's pretty good lineup from what
you've heard so far.
Yeah.
Just keep that hush hush.
Yeah, well, Jack Bashwell, he said he's coming through as well, so there'll be a lot of talent there.
Yeah.
And every time any of these guys seem to show up recently, like the Elixir show, like with the show that was just put on by Dad's for his album launch, everyone just seems to get on stage.
Everyone gets on stage.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope. That's exactly what the local scene needs.
Exactly.
If something like that were to happen, that would be great, obviously. Yeah. So come through, maybe the chances of that happening.
Yeah, keep your eyes open for when the location's announced as well.
Will that be on Plain Sailing and Leo Miyagi's socials, right?
We'll put it out as well, so well. So new songs in the scene, so there's the new song from Nostalgia. Both of you listened to it.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, Nostalgic.
He did that before the podcast too.
And we literally said make sure that you don't say that.
Really good songs. It's nostalgic, lyrical as always.
He is one of your rapper.
He is on fire at the moment. Nostalgic is flat out track after track and killing it. Chameleon went huge.
Yeah. And that video,
like 3K views from that video.
Yeah.
The video is class, well executed. Shout out to Secrets, by the way. I actually had seen my Instagram profile prior to all of this coming about. Dope photographer, dope videographer, killed the video.
Dope.
Yeah. Then Tanaka actually announced today he put out a new song today, and he announced he's going to be putting out music every Sunday.
6 p.m. isn't it?
I didn't see a time,
but I
don't
think he said time, but
it said 6 p.m.
Okay.
So Gersham's clearly right.
But no, Tanaka is a very interesting artist. Like everything he's put out so far, it sounded so professional. Like I think like he's one of the best artists in the scene. So he is.
He's very professional. It's very it's something to look forward to as well for his fan base.
Yeah.
To have that constant, buzz, of something coming out.
Yeah. I seen that his sorry, I messed up there.
And he keeps dropping pages.
Everything's just falling apart here. But no, like his new song, Tell Me Right Now.
Yeah.
Came out literally about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But really good song. It's got a slightly different vibe from his last one, Home. Yeah. So like it's interesting to see that he's evolving with his music.
Yeah. Every track he puts out is different.
It is
as well. Like
even Move On was different from Home.
Yeah, exactly.
So every single track he's put out recently has been
doesn't differentiate in the quality in my opinion. I think he's still always putting out like bangers, putting out some of the best music in the scene, no doubt. So shout out to Tanaka. Also, Tanaka did shout this podcast out recently, so
thank you so much, man.
Check him out if you haven't already, guys, because we do appreciate that. Jordan added to you as well.
And so did Malfield. Thank you for all the shout outs for everyone.
They mentioned us on the most recent one, actually. Yeah. So right back at you.
Something I know about Tanaka though is Home went off Spotify. I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
And I was kind of disappointed with that because I actually went to play it the other day. I was like, where is this now?
I think my girlfriend noticed that, like, as soon as it went off, she was obsessed with that track nowadays, and she only has Spotify as a streaming service. She was like, where is it? And I swear that was 3 weeks back, and then he put it up on his questions on his Insta story, and that's how I found out that it actually was gone. I was just like, you're being silly. What are you doing? You're not typing it right.
And then I don't know if he put the new track out on SoundCloud. It was the one I seen, so I don't know if he's just not putting stuff on Spotify, but I hope it does go. That's my main.
He did say it would definitely be back on Spotify later in his career, so at some point I imagine it'll be there.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Daz has a new album out with DJ 01. I've only got to listen. It came out yesterday. I only got to listen to a bit of it in my car today, but I haven't got to listen to it. But I think it's a really good album.
Yeah,
very strong. The production's great, so it is. Everything just sounds so professional. And we're on the last podcast we talked about it. Is I wanted more rappers to have like subtle references to
Belfast,
and he has quite a lot of them. Like he brings up Helen's Bay, and stuff like that. So references what I like click onto.
Yeah, so would you be? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he talks about it a lot because he runs Skank FM.
Yeah.
He talks a lot about like wanting to like help the local scene, so it's good to hear. Like can't wait to hear the rest of the album. Just haven't really had the chance to.
Yeah, definitely.
But I was actually at his show on Friday, his album launch, so I got to hear some of it then. But obviously, a show's not the best place to hear an album for the first time, and digest and break it all down. But the show was great, so it was.
How many people were performing that night? How many did you see? Jay Sutton was obviously there.
Jay Sutton and Steve Locke were the supporting acts, and there was an open mic session.
Oh, dope.
I didn't catch everyone that was doing it, but Leo Miyagi performed, and Jack Bashwell performed as well. Jack Bashwell and Staz actually did their song together.
Yeah.
That's a dope track. We actually found out that is Jack's production as well.
Yeah.
Jack Bashville produced that track, and that's why we mentioned previously there was similarities
between the Castro
and Castro, and obviously that's your reason there. Jack is a dope producer. Make sure you're keeping your eye out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's been saying that he has been influenced by a lot of Latin American culture as well. So I think it's an interesting style to have for someone coming from Belfast.
It's a big contrast, I think, and it
Yeah,
actually makes it
100%.
really interesting because nobody else is going to be doing that style for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show was really good. So it was like
Steve Locke,
Steve Locke's like amazing. So he's like he was freestyling, so he was as well at the end of the show whenever they had the open mic session, and like just everything he said is just so hard and aggressive.
Yeah.
So it's like he's more of the best for that.
Yeah, that's
Another artist that was performing was Jay Sutton, who also he's put out his album on physical copy.
Growing Raspberries.
I got the CD on Friday from him, so I haven't actually had the chance to listen to it yet. But I'm looking forward to listening to it.
It's going to be coming out. It's going to be out on Spotify and like streaming services.
He told me I was
Yeah.
drunk, so I was. So I don't remember the exact date.
Okay, that's
This
good.
guy knows how to make good impressions.
I was sober enough that I could talk to people, but I was also too drunk to forget or to remember exactly what I said.
So yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for Band X Records. We're probably going to promote that as soon as that comes out on streaming services.
Yeah, he has the physical copy out, but he's put out a few singles from it already.
Yeah.
Like Lit and Wavy was the last one he put out. Video out with that too, so there was. It's a very interesting track. So it is. Jay Sutton, he's got a very definitively Northern Irish
flow. His accents there. I love it. Like
that is
my
what you want.
favorite thing about his music is just that accent. Like
you're real. Exactly.
It's appealing. A lot of people don't like the Belfast accent, and I get that.
We had talked about it because we all disagree where he's from, and we actually now know he's from Portrush.
Yeah.
So it is.
No, I really, really dig Jay Sutton's music. He really kills it every time I hear him. And his lyrics are good, his flow's good, his accent in every single song I've heard from him I've rated really highly.
Yeah.
His producer, Roald Dahl, is it?
Yes, that's well, I don't know his actual name because they're going under the name of Robbie Garler and Roald Dahl. I don't know who Roald Dahl is because I know that they're both alter egos.
Yeah.
But like the production on the 3 songs he's put out so far of the album have been like really good, and I just want to say the album cover itself looks really cool.
Yeah.
It all looks so professional, but like looking forward to getting the chance to listen to that.
Dope.
Anything else you guys want to bring up?
Not at the minute. The main thing I've been noticing on the Instagram is it seems like a lot of people are putting in work at the minute. It seems like a lot of people are in the studio. A lot of people are recording music. A lot of people are playing around with stuff. So I feel like
a lot of videos coming up as well.
Yeah. I feel like in the next couple of weeks when we come back to this, there's going to be a lot of stuff out and there's going to be a lot of tunes to talk about.
Yeah.
So definitely keep an eye on the scene. Keep an eye on Instagram and the Facebook.
Yeah.
We'll keep putting that up. Look at the website. See what artists are putting music out. We'll keep that up to date as well.
I hope there's going to be a lot more shows coming through, so do, because we've talked briefly about like we were going to get a show going, but like in the meantime, I'm hoping the Korean Space guys get another show going.
On the Grassroots.
Yeah. Elixir has the low key coming up. I forget the date off the top of my head, but that'll be a good one whenever it does finally come.
Elixir happened actually recently. We didn't really talk too much about that. Unfortunately, none of us actually could make it.
After all saying that we're going. But
I flew back from England like early in the morning, so I was absolutely wrecked. And Cameron had to go to Dublin, so that was fair enough as well. And then Gershom,
I had a thing.
Yeah, Gershom was very secretive. He won't tell you what his thing is. So unfortunately we didn't make it, but again, shout out to Elixir. They're doing great things for the local scene.
Doing a lot as well.
I've seen a lot of stuff from it on the Instagram. Seen the likes of Lord was there.
Yeah.
Dana.
Yes.
Dana Nixon.
Yeah.
We're really good at this.
I'm terrible at pronouncing names, Sam. So sorry if whenever I get your name wrong, it's because I'm terrible at remembering names and pronouncing names.
One extra thing, actually, shout out to Moondoggies. They made a video from Elixir, so I actually went through and watched all of that. Really cool to see them doing interviews outside, just being like getting the artists.
I've not seen it yet, but
that's quite cool actually.
I really want to see that now.
Yeah, support Moondoggies. It's in their Instagram bio if anyone actually does want to check it out. Is that it for this? Anything else
for this section? Yeah, I think that's it. Do you want to move on to the album of the month?
I think
Mac Miller.
Yeah, so it's my album of the month, so I think I should go first. And I think we actually are probably going to have some different opinions on this.
Yeah, I know you're going to have a different one, Cameron.
I don't think you do.
I really like it. I think it's a really good project. I think Mac Miller was really talented. Like, his style isn't, it is unique. Like, there's like the entire style of that album is not really like anyone else.
I think he's the trendsetter, so he is.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy that makes the sound for people.
He was the one
come along.
Yeah,
that made the independence possible.
Yeah,
whenever he was originally independent.
Was like whenever he released like Donald Trump
and stuff, and like he made it like for the Chance the Rappers to come through, the Childs can be. I think personally that he helped pave the way for that.
I don't know I don't know if I put that down now because there's guys like Tablet Quali and The Moral Technique before, but I get what you're saying.
He made it mainstream. He made it mainstream.
Yeah,
I think with that, and I think that's actually an appropriate thing to mention is, I think there's a big difference in Mac Miller's music quality from whenever he was doing like Nikes on My Feet versus this now versus Swimming.
Yeah,
because Swimming's a way more developed project. It's way more deep. Yeah, it sounds way better sonically in my opinion. It's more surface level, and the big difference that I picked up was emotionally. It sounds different
because you can tell what mind frame he was in the whole time when he listened to it. And unfortunately, obviously, it caused the events of his death. Possibly with obviously drug use and stuff. It's
a weird thing to say, but like I don't like. It's kind of made like that album a lot more real. Like, it made it better in a way that he. I don't want to say it made it better because he died, but like it kind of did because it's more emotional. Like it makes it sadder. Like it's where he's talking about. He has like a line of like all time to live. Like he's talking about that and stuff, and he's talking about death. So it's kind of sad. Like it makes it more impactful.
The entire concept.
You know what happened, really.
Yeah. The entire concept of the track Self Care, or the video that he released for Self Care, is
coffin.
Yeah, he starts in a coffin. He's still sitting smoking a cigarette. Like he's still deteriorating his own health, even though he's in a situation where he's dead. He's dying. Like, and it's real. It's a really deep album, and listening to it and that, like, from that perspective, not now post-mortem, because I hadn't heard this album previously.
Same again.
Just so much deeper. And it honestly, it is probably, I can't say that it's my favorite Mac Miller project, to be honest with you. Watching movies with the lights off is lights off on.
I'm not too sure on that one.
But I actually think that is that's probably my favorite project from Mac Miller, and Good AM is also a really good project. But I really rate this highly, and I really enjoyed my time listening to it.
So you thought. So I want to hear, what did you think? Because you said you thought that we had disagreed.
No, I thought you wouldn't have liked this album.
I also did.
I really like this album. I think that's not in like a sense of it's one, like, I think musically it's amazing, but lyrically it doesn't really do it for me. But what I like about it is that it's good background music for me to play. See, if I have people in the car that I know like aren't really into lyrics like I am, I can put it on. I like it for that sense. So it's nice chilled music for me. I think and like I said, knowing the circumstances of the release, it made it more impactful for me. Like just what he's saying. And like Mac Miller's just one of these guys that is just.
He's a nice guy, man. And the whole industry, like,
everyone
respected him.
Schoolboy was Schoolboy's best friend. Whenever he died, Schoolboy was about to release a project and had to put it back.
Yeah,
sure. Finn Staples seemed like was the guy that organised his charity event.
The big one.
And like there was so many great artists like showed up for him as well. So It just, I think it's like whenever I originally seen, I listened to it a few times beforehand, and I was like, yeah, it's okay, but like it's very catchy, just stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I kept listening, and now it's just an album which I like to have just in the background.
It's driving music for me too, to be honest with you. Like
Yeah.
I just think of it as driving music. I just put it on the background, like, and you can just grind out to it and just listen to it. The like some of the hooks are super catchy, super addictive. Like, what's the use? It's like amazing. Like
originally, whenever it was nominated for Grammy, I thought that might be like a sympathy Grammy,
But then you can see why.
No,
because you can see why it's sympathy, but you can see why it was
not after
nominated
listening to it. Actually, I think it should have won. Cardi B won, which I definitely did not think should win. Like, well, sorry, I would have put Pusha T's Daytona. That would have been my choice for winner, but
great album. So, Gershon, what did you think of it? Obviously, we've just you've been chipping in during hours.
No,
what's your breakdown on it?
The whole thing was just the basics of the whole mental side of it. That's what I took from the album when I was listening to his mental state.
Yeah.
And as Cameron was saying, it does make it more real that he sadly had to pass for it to be more impactful in a way.
Yeah.
For it to be more
real. You feel conflicted by that as well, because you're like, it's obviously such a sad thing that happened, but like I'm not saying that it's better but it made his album better.
And like when it came out about 3 months before he died.
Yeah.
And it didn't have an impact. Like, it wasn't huge for Mac Miller.
And
it
then,
didn't change his career. Like, there was a big difference.
And then he passed.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh, we should listen to this album.
And like just the
self-care took off before or after.
It was
like
after.
Just it obviously came out I think a couple of days before, but then it really took off after it.
And the whole time it was in a lot of the tracks like talk about I'm drowning and shit, and obviously with the method of swimming.
Feels like swimming.
It feels like swimming. It's dope track, dope album.
And then maybe a happier note, did anyone see that Madlib has a unreleased project with Mac Miller? And I think that would be dope to hear that.
I saw that.
I think those two influences together would be amazing. Like, I just think production wise, that would
Madlib.
Yeah, it would be very cool to hear, so it would. I think there's a lot of unreleased Mac music that we're going to get over the years, because he is one of those guys that was friends with everyone, so everyone probably has a Mac song ready to go. So I think that's, as we've said before, he was one of the biggest artists in the scene, so he was. So
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
I think it's just going to be interesting to see like albums come out after, see if they're going to be the same quality without his touch on them.
I don't think
you had said about, you thought like it's not your favourite Mac Miller project. I would say it's my favourite project because it's the one that has impacted me the most.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
but I feel like if it wasn't for the circumstance, I don't know if the music would have the same
I would agree, but I'm saying it's because of the circumstance it has impacted me. It's the one I go back to and listen to most. I don't really go back to. I never really went back to the Mac Miller projects. I always respected him more as a musician than as a rapper.
I understand that. It's a strange argument, like, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's a strange argument that like the situation improved the music even though it happened afterwards. Like,
it is. It's like,
I don't think it improved the music. It just made it. Whenever you listen to it, you feel
I think it did improve
emotional.
I think it did improve because I think that is part of it. Like, the importance of what he is saying has been improved because you know the consequences of
what has happened.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't heard this album, like, listen to it.
I strongly recommend it. Yeah, it's one of the best albums of last year.
You don't need to like Mac Miller. Like, you just go listen to the album, like, and you'll get it immediately. You'll vibe to the jazzy beats if you don't like his lyrics. Like, you'll enjoy
Thundercat on it. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, like you said, I'm not. It's not really normally my style of music, but I think just the circumstance really brought it together for me.
I'm surprised. I actually did not think you were going to like this, Cameron.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, when you will pick an album of the month, which I'll hate.
Oh,
Because I think there's going to be. I know you can.
Challenge?
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried for that when that time comes because I can easily do this to you. So
guess what? It's Cameron's album of the month next. He's gonna pick one that we hate.
So yeah, it was something.
So like I took the view one I was gonna pick, but I changed my mind because I didn't want to go to like that one's very hard to access because it's not on every streaming service. Yeah. I was going to pick Company Flow's From Custard Plus, but a lot of people probably haven't heard of that album. I don't think Gershom or Aaron has heard of it.
I never heard of it. I know the artist because I've looked it up since he mentioned it to me, so I know that it's LP.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
It's LP. So it was with his friends, and but I decided I'm going to still be in that vein, but something more recent with LP's Cancer for Cure.
Oh, he talks about this album all the time.
I think it's one of my favourite albums of all time.
I've never actually listened to it, so actually I'm excited about this because I love Run the Jewels. Like I'm a really big Run the Jewels fan, so hopefully it's in a similar vein to that. Is it? Like
it is. It was made. LP made that album Cancer for Cure and Killer Mike's rap music together. And then they went on tour together, and while they were on tour together, they made the first one, The Jewels.
Oh, that's sick.
So I think LP's very interesting as a producer because he can have all these different sounds, but like it's still like it's different sound, but like it's still his unique.
That sounds to me like it's sort of like
vision,
two pieces of a puzzle then, like that came together for Run the Jewels. So if he was really making this project and this project, and then they put them together, and that's where Run the Jewels came from. Yeah,
but LP also produced all of Mike's project, so like
it's from him. That. But that's interesting. That's obviously cool. I'm excited to listen to it. I'll probably put it on the car whenever I'm leaving here.
I think Aaron will like it. I think Gershom will hate it.
There we go. We'll see what it's like.
I played Gershom a few songs and I don't think he was liking them too much.
But I haven't heard the full project yet, so don't doubt me just yet.
I don't think it's a cohesive project. You don't need to listen to it all the like.
I think it's cohesive, so do.
Oh, like solely, like do you feel like you wouldn't like single tracks of it if you didn't hear it as part of the that's what I mean, like
I get you now.
Is there anything else we want to talk about actually in terms of like we used to talk about like global rap news and we haven't actually done that for about a month, so is there any like really notable stories that anyone could think of?
Logic I think
released a new track.
He released a new track and I think he's talking about
a new album
and he has hair.
The new song's got me very excited. I think it's a really good song. He also released one a while ago, Keanu Reeves, but it's the art style looks like they're in the same, like it's going to be part of the same album, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. There hasn't been that many big
things hip hop wise.
Kevin Abstract released Cover Out. He's going to be dropping in the album in hopefully the next couple of weeks, months.
I've just released a track. Never heard enough.
I know
Nav, but I've never been
an album. Sorry, not track. Album.
I actually didn't know about that.
I'm not a big fan. Then Blue No No's really been the big one that I've been listening to. It's not a massive album either, so like there's not been. I don't think the hip hop scene has been on fire recently. It's been rather quiet.
I think it's just the time period that is people working as Aaron was saying before. But people are in the lab and then
normally
things are going to be coming out.
Normally in the global scene, there is something constantly coming out. So there is.
But Kanye is doing that Sunday service thing. He was doing that for a while.
I don't really think it's been that big though.
It's huge on social media.
Oh, I only seen the memes. Like I see nothing else about that, to be honest with you.
For real?
Yeah, of North dancing or something.
Yeah,
that's all I've seen about that, to be honest with you.
It's not even really coming up on Reddit, which is where I get
that's my main source too, to be honest. Maybe you probably get it on Facebook.
Yeah, I get Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, no, it's not. My Instagram is local rap. My Facebook is old people complaining about kids or politics or something like that.
We're definitely going to avoid politics in this podcast.
No, we don't have politics to talk about.
Fuck that shit.
Moving on.
No, there's not really much going on globally right now, I don't think.
Oh, there was a big story about Adam22, the No Jumper podcast guy.
Oh yeah,
somebody pulled a gun on him.
I feel like that's the big story in rap. There's no big stories in rap.
True. Yeah, no, I really can't think of too much else, to be honest with you, at the moment.
No, this has been I think it's been a shorter episode. That's kind of what we wanted with this one, because we don't have a guest or anything, but I think we're ready to wrap that up, aren't we?
Yeah, well, hopefully to get in a couple guests on this soon, definitely as well.
Yeah, that's what we like to do, obviously, just to give you guys a bit of an insight into the local scene, so I think it's beneficial, but of course every once in a while we want to just check in, just the three of us, and just talk about what's been going on more generally. I think this gives us that platform.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a pretty eventful time coming up with nights and stuff, and
got things in the work, got things in the pipeline.
So yeah, it's good. Like we will every now and then have these like smaller ones where we can just get us three together and then talk about things to get it sorted.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap that up then.
That's it. Oh, you already said next album of the month. Never mind. We're gonna wrap that up then.
Yes, thank you so much for listening, guys. Jack Podcast.
Thanks. Yeah, don't forget to check out the website for events and new music coming out.
Cancel my outro.
Facebook and Instagram too. Fuck Gershom.